All right, let's talk about the weather outside today. It was beautiful. I hope you all had a chance to get outside just to enjoy it, doing anything, even just rolling the windows down in your car, because that was a treat today too. And today is the last opportunity to do that for a while.
Yeah, so we do change, but I think by like late next week we'll be back to warm, so it's not that long. By say early next week, we watch our whole weather pattern shift back toward drier and sunnier, and by late next week we're back to kind of what we saw today. 70s. It was kind of nice. Remember, today's the 2nd. I'll just check to make sure. But when it comes to our average first 70-degree day here in Spokane, that's not typically until about the 18th of April. So still ahead of schedule. Isolated thunderstorms tonight, most of those down to the south. Now I get it. The polygon comes all the way into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene and up into Sandpoint. Probably not going to happen. I would say your line is kind of the Palouse just south of Coeur d'Alene, staying out of the Silver Valley, and then a little farther to the south. Reason being, we've got a little bit of energy coming out of that whole stream of moisture as our storm dives a little farther in. So for us, it's a little cloud cover along with some of the breeze that's picked up this afternoon. Watch how this works. Overnight, we're going to see a little bit of that activity, kind of Pullman, Moscow area, and then central Idaho. Some of that maybe up near Wallace. Tons of snow over the Cascades, by the way. Kind of cool. It's that time of year. So if you're traveling to the west side, just be aware. And when it comes to the overall weather pattern, it looks like there's a ton of moisture staying kind of down across the Palouse and up in the mountains. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, we're kind of right on the edge of it. But because of that, we could wind up with anywhere between 1/10 and about 1/4 of an inch of rain. That's a decent amount. Down to the south, there are plenty of places that are going to pick up over 1 inch by the time it all comes to an end Thursday night because of the way this whole pattern sets up. By the time we move into Thursday, though, the showers start growing a little more widespread. We'll see more activity in central Washington. We'll see more activity over in eastern Washington. And then Thursday night, we get our bigger push of moisture that kind of takes over the region, taking us into the wettest stretch of this overall weather pattern. But once we get through that and get into the weekend, we start to turn the corner. Seriously, by the middle of next week, we're back to warmer weather, according to some of those ensembles, or where you average out all of the long-range forecast models. You average all of them out and you head out another couple of weeks, you get into the middle of April. Seriously, the middle of April is looking like it is going to be some of the warmest weather we have seen so far this year by a long shot. I always say, 3 days. 3 days is it. But when you know an overall weather pattern, you can kind of say we're going to be warmer, drier, wetter, colder, that kind of thing. We know the next few days are going to bring us a chance of showers, and that kind of lingers through the weekend. We know Monday is our chance for a solar eclipse. You're not going to see a totality here, but grab the glasses, look at it. It's still going to be kind of cool. Tuesday, we turn the corner and start warming back up.